Okay, it's turn 70 of metal on metal, and we're still kind of getting into position. The smoke for the attack on the right is still about 10 minutes out, though we might start arting this woodblock in a little bit. First platoon should hopefully start getting into this wood on this turn. This Pershing has actually counter-spotted Casey over here, who was taking some shots at it and missing. We're going to pop smoke over here and turn both them and wobble around. So they're at least presenting their frontal armor. I did do a little bit of testing in the meantime, like the armor penetration tests, and the Pershing at like 1500 meters is easily gonna like punch straight through the gun mantlets, at least on the Panther, and through the front of the hull on the Tiger. It's so weird having to worry about Tigers getting penetrated from the front. It's just it's weird, very strange. So hopefully the smoke will do its job and obscure them, and some of the distraction fire. Itchy Scoop is taking some pot shots at the general area with HE, and if we're lucky, Peanut will be able to spot getting to position and get a little bit of a flanking angle. It would be nice to kill a Pershing in this battle. Maybe we just need to get closer. But yeah, that's all that we're expecting. Let's see how it pans out. Just looking out for those hit markers. Oh, an upper front hill hit over here, eh? Of course, Limbo has also got reinforcements, so we should be expecting to see some more. Yep, that's a Pershing. That's a dead Panther. Though I think it was the one that was already knocked out. Not knocked out, but damaged. So, yeah. Yep, there goes Casey, I think. Oh, got some spalling over there. That's probably another Sherman. Peanut's gotten hit, but at least not... Well, that might be Peanut dying if he was opened up. Right, let's go and see what happened here. So we're getting... I feel like we're probably both doing the same thing here. Where we've both decided that we've had success on one flank. Or, I've decided, hey, I better send everything round here. And Limbo's decided, oh, I got rinsed over here with the Germans. I better send the Pershings this way this turn. Anyway, is Jimmy Changa, who is the disabled machine gun bunker, has actually just bounced. I'm going to assume that that was a Pershing shot. Yeah, nothing like a hull down 90mm gun staring at you to ruin your day. Speaking of... Yeah, see, that's straight through the gun mantlet. Yeah. Oh, I was looking at the wrong hole. Yeah, there. That's the one. So yeah, that didn't end well, did it? So we just had the gunner and the radio operator left. So Jimmy Chango, where are you? 511. So you're dead. And Moosh, the gunner, he's okay. The driver, Gubert, he's out of action. And Ninja Socks, who was the loader, also dead. That leaves Rubino in the bow gunner's seat. What's that? Turn 33. to a Pershing. So, yeah. I don't think we get any other... No. Well, they can at least, I guess, tank shots to the hull front, which is better than nothing. That said, there is another Sherman coming up there, isn't there? So maybe that shot was from another push. Another Sherman. Yep, more Shermans. Looks like we're just going to have like a little mini Kursk over on this flank here, maybe. Oh, and Spooker took a pot shot. And missed. And I think that's it for this flank. Casey's gonna get killed by the other Pershing on the other side, I think. Oh, we got some swirling. So that's Spooker getting a hit on that. Yes, excellent. I mean, not excellent because it didn't just detonate, but I'll take it. Though it is quite disturbing, again, to see the 88 not failing to penetrate a Sherman. I know this is an up-armoured Sherman, and it's quite a long way away, but it's still, you know, out of experience. Anyway, let's see what happens over here then. So you were supposed to pop some smoke, Casey. So that was the Pershing firing and missing. Then a shot getting intercepted by the same tree, I think, as before. You have conspicuously not popped smoke, like we wanted you to. Oof, yeah, straight. Oh, that's lower front, not the actual upper front. Take that. And that's the radio operator. So, Casey, that is Smuga. T-33 Pershing. So a bit unfortunate again. But nothing else particularly going on this flank here, is there? No. Right, let's see what goes on over here. So we totally failed to hit that. Itchy Scoop fires a single round of HE. It'd help if I press go, wouldn't it? Which hits the tree immediately in front of... Okay. That's great. Peanut moves up. This is first platoon reaching the thing. Spots the Pershing, which has now rotated to face him in a very disturbing way. Okay, that's hit the turret. Peanut himself has just been decapitated. Sorry, Peanut. You did say you wanted to be useful. Oh, we got a shot off. Which is in the air at the end. I mean, my guess is it'll bounce. Because that's the most annoying thing that could happen. But you never know. So yeah, Peanut, where are you, Peanut? T-33 Pershing. Part of me was wondering if it was actually the Chaffee, because one of the Chaffies has reappeared. Oh no, it was Pershing, wasn't it? Oh, Peanut's, well, X-Tank is about to get, I say X-Tank, there's plenty more people in there. Is about to get double teams by these two Pershings, which is distressing. I am now obviously somewhat regretting waiting to the right like this. It would have been smarter to spread out a bit more, because it would be nice to have some tanks back here. You know, like very early on when I was like, oh, I'm not going to put a tank in this wood. Well, actually, that might not be a bad idea, depending on how things start moving. So, in other news, that is about it. Not an amazing turn there. But again, this is all stuff that's old. Losing Jimmy Changa's Panther is not a huge deal. Because it was basically a machine gun bunker. The whole MG was still working. Losing Casey is a problem, but it's also, again, like I kept talking about, stuff that I've kind of just had sitting in the same place. I really want that smoke to come up. I'm really also quite upset that none of these German tanks have bloody smoke shells. That would be really useful. So we've got 9 minutes on the smoke. Is Spucker gonna live that long? I think that's a legitimate question. We need to pop some smoke wubba. And Peanuts. There's not much damage. You need to get out of dodge. Rather obviously. And we'll start moving these guys into the wood. So that's Tom Steele's squad. Sleeping Bag's squad, and then coming up behind them we had Steve Schaefer with the platoon command. No, I think a legitimate question here is really, you know, do I want to wait for the smoke? It's 10 minutes away. 10 minutes! That's slightly longer than forever. Or, I mean, I've got, what, a dozen tanks? What, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Mix in these 15 tanks. Now I can just punch up here. And yeah, they're vulnerable, but are they going to take so many casualties that they're completely balked and useless and they just disintegrate? Or are they going to be able to get some hits in back? And even if they're not penetrating hits, that's going to mess with the enemy armor there. So, you know, I feel like there are, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how this engagement pans out. Right now, we're just fighting here, and I don't think it's going to end well. Part of the problem may well be... Well, I feel like if Spucker goes down, then that smoke mission is going to be up in the air, and we'll have to go. But we will find out.